Scientists measured cortisol before and after meditation. And they found something they didn't expect. 10 minutes a day produces the same effect on your body as 2 weeks of vacation. That's not a metaphor. It's measurable chemistry, in your blood. And the most surprising part isn't that. It's what cortisol had been doing to you this whole time, without you knowing. Think about the last time you felt tense. Maybe it was this morning. Maybe it was 10 minutes ago. Your body made a decision in that moment, without asking your permission. It released a hormone that's been part of mammal biology for 40 million years. It's called cortisol. And it's designed to save your life. The problem is, in the modern world, it never turns off. Your brain doesn't tell the difference between a predator and a work notification. To your brain, everything is urgent. Everything is a threat. And when cortisol never comes down, something in your body starts shutting off, slowly. When cortisol shows up, your body does something fascinating. It redirects all available energy toward your muscles and your alert brain. It suppresses digestion. It slows your immune system. It pauses cellular repair. All so you can escape danger in that exact moment. In short, occasional bursts, it's brilliant. It saves your life. But here's the problem. 77% of adults in industrialized countries report chronically elevated cortisol levels. That means your body has been in emergency mode for months, maybe years. And when the body never repairs, it ages faster. Scientists have a name for this: allostatic load. The accumulated burden of chronic stress. It's measurable. You can see it in a blood test. And the data is clear: the higher the allostatic load, the faster the biological aging. But what nobody expected is that lowering that load could be as simple as closing your eyes. In 2013, researchers at UC Davis decided to measure something very specific. They didn't ask participants how they felt. They measured cortisol directly, in saliva. Before and after a 3-month meditation retreat. The results left the team speechless. Cortisol had dropped by 25% on average. But that wasn't the most striking part. The researchers also measured the participants' telomeres. Telomeres are like the plastic tips at the end of your shoelaces. They protect your chromosomes. When they wear down, the cell ages and dies. And they have one fascinating property: chronic cortisol destroys them. Every sustained stress spike shortens them a little more. The retreat participants showed significantly longer telomeres than the control group. 45-year-olds with telomeres comparable to 35-year-olds. A 10-year biological difference, measured in a lab. But what nobody expected is that you didn't need a 3-month retreat to get there. In 2018, a team at the Max Planck Institute in Berlin designed a more accessible experiment. No retreats. No months of training. They asked people with zero meditation experience to follow a 10-minute daily protocol. Just 10 minutes. Conscious breathing. No complex instructions. After 8 weeks, they measured cortisol in blood. The drop was 14% on average. But one subgroup caught the researchers' attention. People who meditated without distractions, in a state of deep focus, showed drops of up to 31%. Researchers calculated the equivalent in terms of physiological recovery. It was comparable to 14 days of vacation in a low-stimulation environment. 14 days. In 10 minutes a day. Over 8 weeks. It's not that meditation resembles a vacation. It's that it produces the exact same thing in your body. But what nobody expected is that the real mechanism wasn't the one everyone assumed. Most people think meditation lowers cortisol because it relaxes you. That's too simple. And it's wrong. The real mechanism runs deeper. When you meditate, you activate the vagus nerve. It's the longest nerve in your body. It connects your brain to your heart, your lungs, and your gut. And it has one very specific job: activating your parasympathetic nervous system. The biological brake on your emergency state. When the vagus nerve activates, it sends a direct signal to your adrenal glands. The same glands that manufacture cortisol. The signal is clear: stop production. It's not that you feel calmer and cortisol drops as a result. It's that meditation activates a neurological circuit that shuts down the factory directly. The difference seems subtle. But it changes everything, because it means you don't need to feel relaxed for it to work. You need to do the motion. And your body does the rest. But what nobody expected is what this means for your brain over the long run. Sarah Lazar, a Harvard researcher, published a 2005 study the scientific world didn't expect. She compared the brains of meditators to people who didn't meditate. Meditators had more cortical thickness in attention and awareness areas. But the finding that stopped the field in its tracks was different.
The meditator's hippocampus hadn't shrunk with age. In 50-year-olds who meditated regularly, the hippocampus was the size typically seen in 35-year-olds. Meditation wasn't just slowing cortisol's damage. It was reversing part of what time had already done. Here's the fact you're going to repeat tonight. Biologists distinguish between two ages. Chronological age is the one on your ID. Biological age is the one your cells are actually living. Your body can be 40 on paper and behave like 55. Or the other way around. The biomarkers include telomere length, systemic inflammation, resting cortisol, and gray matter density. In 2019, a study published in Neuroimage analyzed these four markers in long-term meditators. Their average biological age was 7.5 years younger than their chronological age. 7.5 years. Not from exceptional genes. Not from extreme diets. From a practice many of them started after turning 40. Your body has more capacity to recover than we've given it credit for. And apparently, 10 minutes a day is enough to start proving that. Cortisol isn't your enemy. It's a tool you never learned how to switch off. And meditation isn't relaxation. It's the switch your biology has been waiting for you to use. Have you ever tried meditating and given up? Or do you already practice and noticed a physical change? Tell me in the comments. I want to know what this community has experienced. If this video changed how you see meditation, hit like and subscribe to Meditation Science. Next week, we look at exactly what happens in your brain when your mind wanders 47% of the time, and why Harvard couldn't explain it at first either.